Well, Haryana Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda has already begun his campaign for the assembly elections that are to be held in the month of October. In his election rally, he stated that he will be taking revenge. Here is all about the Vijay Sankalp rally and Hooda's revenge.
Bhupinder Singh Hooda! Bhupinder Singh Hooda! Congress Party!
This was the scene witnessed at Bhupinder Singh Hooda's Vijay Sankalp rally today. Hundreds of supporters gathered to listen to the Chief Minister's agendas for the upcoming elections. The Vijay Sankalp rally was held in Panipat, and its main focus was on the developments done in Haryana so far by the party. He was booed. Now Hooda hits back. The Haryana Chief Minister condemned the incident where the crowd had hooted against him a few days back. He asserted that he will take revenge in his own style.
ये आज हरियाणा जानना चाहता है, हरियाणा के लोग जानना चाहते हैं, कौन थे ये लोग, कहां से आए थे वो लोग, किसके आदमी थे वो लोग, ये आज जानना चाहते हैं, लेकिन अपमान का बदला जरूर लेंगे। उसका तरीका दूसरा हो सकता है और उसका तरीका एक ही है, अपमान का बदला लेने का एक ही तरीका है, क्या वोट की चोट से लेंगे, चुनाव में लेंगे, वोट की चोट से लेंगे, सारा हरियाणा उस वोट की चोट से लेगा।
Hooda's son, Dipender Hooda, who was also present in the rally, challenged the BJP to announce their chief ministerial candidate for Haryana.
अगर बीजेपी वालों तो आप में दम है, जिस तरह के चाइनीज पुर्जे आप इकट्ठे कर रहे हो, इनमें से आपको लगता है किसी में दम है, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी वाले लोगों से मैं कहना चाहता हूं, अगर आप में दम है तो हरियाणा में भी चौधरी भूपेंद्र सिंह हुड्डा जी के मुकाबले में मुख्यमंत्री का उम्मीदवार घोषित करके आप चुनाव लड़ो, ताकि लोगों को पता चले आने वाले दिनों के अंदर हरियाणा के अंदर आप किस तरह के कबाड़ से हरियाणा का निर्माण आप करना चाहते हो।
The Congress, after getting defeated in the Lok Sabha elections, is hoping to regain the lost ground by winning Haryana's assembly elections. But will they manage to do so is what remains to be seen. A News9 report. Now, there might be a number of people who do not believe in miracles happening, but what we are going to show you is sure to change your mind to some extent or the other.
It was just another day for this 6-year-old boy at Shandong in China. Not caring much about what's happening around, the boy was happily playing on the streets. Little did he know that something unexpected would happen with him. You must be thinking that the car must have crushed the small boy, but that did not happen. The boy was lucky enough to survive the accident. The small boy got the shock of his life when this red car suddenly came from behind and ran over him. As soon as the car crossed, the panic-stricken boy ran crying to his house. The incident took place last Wednesday. It has been speculated that the driver of the car might have been in a drunken state. The incident was captured by the CCTV camera installed at the traffic signal on the road. It was later retrieved by the China Traffic Police. The Traffic Police are now in search of the driver. Well, it is still not clear as to why the driver drove over the little boy. Whatever might be the reason, one thing is for sure, that it was indeed the boy's luck as he survived a horrific accident. News9 report.
News9. Now, they all gathered to discuss something very important, but what happened at the meeting will only leave you in shock.
A battle of slogans. One cheering Vidya Vardhaka and the other condemning the same. This was the scene after a meeting was interrupted at Vidya Vardhaka Sangha. A meeting was called for by the organization following annual elections for the post of office bearers. During the meeting, a Dalit leader proposed to the Sangha to implement reservation system for Dalits. The Dalit head claimed that the Sangha has been receiving funds from the government and hence it has to provide reservations to Dalits and women. This proposal triggered an argument which ended up in protests. The protests were set off after the president of the Sangha, Patil Puttanna, rejected the proposal. He and the members of the Sangha were against the proposal as they claimed that the organization was autonomous and it had no policy of reservations.
ಒಂದು ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಜಾತಿ ಸೀಮಿತವಾಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಾಹಿತಿ ಇದ್ದವನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಜಾತಿಗೆ ಸೇರಬಹುದು. ಅದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳೋದು ಅಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ. ಈಗ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದೆ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು.
The police intervened when the meeting turned ugly. The Dalit activists will now take their demand to the next level by approaching the High Court. Narsimhamurthy Pyati for News9 Dharwad.
Well, it looks like it's never-ending woes for Puneeth Rajkumar's starer, Power Star. The Theatre Owners Association President, Odhu Gowder, has now stated that Power Star will not be screened in any theatre if the distributor of the film Prasad did not apologise for assaulting the Arkavati Theatre owner on the 18th of August. Prasad had hit Arkavati Theatre owner Ranganath after the owner had allegedly cheated him of 10,000 rupees when the film Adyaksha was released. Prasad was the distributor of the film Adyaksha as well. The talk doing the rounds is if people in the industry are unnecessarily targeting Dr. Rajkumar's family because this is not the first time the Rajkumars have had trouble releasing their films. Meanwhile, Odhu Gowder has said that this is a fight against Gundagiri by Prasad. And if someone is trying to influence him by using the Rajkumar's name, he's not scared of the consequences. He said that the allegations that were against the Rajkumars, or they were against the Rajkumars, was baseless and it was not a personal fight. Gowder has also said that the Theatre Owners Association is mulling over banning Prasad's films. Odhu Gowder has called for a meeting on the 26th when theatre owners will meet and decide on the fate of Power Star. This has led to a lot of questions on why the meeting is being called just days ahead of the movie's release. Now it's 3 days since Dr. Ananthamurthy passed away and the atmosphere at his house Suragi in Dawes Colony is desolate.
He was the prominent face of modern literature and a Jnanapith awardee. He served the literary world for almost 6 decades. His towering personality was not confined to this field alone. He was active in theatre. His novels were made into films and he pioneered several social causes. He was mentor for thousands of young who always went to him to seek his advice on several aspects of literature. His home as well as his office in Dawes Colony wears a deserted look. A pall of gloom has descended on the house. Everything in the house has come to a standstill. This is his office with a vast collection of books. He was very well read and had a thorough knowledge of Kannada as well as English literature. Several of his works were conceptualized sitting in this place. This computer, printer, his pens and the chair are missing their master. According to family sources, much of his time was spent in this office cum library. The divan you see here is where he would take rest after the work. The walls in this office are adorned by his pictures taken at different functions and literary meets. There are also mementos, awards and certificates of appreciation and recognition for his contribution to literature and social cause. Dr. U.R.A. loved nature and his passion for gardening can be gauged looking at the garden at the backyard of his house. He would personally water the plants. And this is the place where he would sit with the guests and speak to them for hours. The wooden swing too seems to be mourning the death of the owner of the house. In the backdrop, you can see an idol of Anjaneya, which is said to be liked immensely by URA. Well, an eerie silence has engulfed Suragi. It is not just the residents, everything in this house seems to be mourning the master's death. Amrita Patil, News 9, Bengaluru.
Like him or hate him, but you can't ignore him. Often called the bad boy of Indian cricket, he has grabbed the headlines many a time. Well, no prizes for guessing who we are talking about.
The bad boy of Indian cricket, Srishant and his family paid a visit to the Kollur Mukambika temple in Udupi district. The cricketer, who is going through a rough patch, had come to seek the blessings of the goddess. The former Indian cricketer and his family offered special prayers at the temple.
I really hope the case gets over very fast, and I've got to wait patiently. September 27th is date in Delhi. So hopefully, if everything goes well, I should be back playing by after the 2015. I'm looking at 2015 World Cup. So once 2015 World Cup gets over, I have to play first class. I have to be really patient. I'm 31, so I just have 6 more years of good cricket left in me. I'm sure I'll be out of it, and sooner or later, everybody will get to know the truth. I was blamed for no reason.
Even though the cricketer has been banned from cricket, his love for the game is still the same. The cricketer is confident of proving his innocence and aims to make a dramatic comeback for the 2015 World Cup. But the Kerala speedster has other things on his mind as well.
I've got film offers as well, so I might be seeing on the big screen till I play cricket. So hopefully, I just want to look at life. I don't want anything to stop me. Just because I'm a cricketer, I shouldn't stop my life. My family, my friends, all of you are very important. So if I get to play cricket, brilliant. Even if I don't get to play, I have to live a life. So I am here praying that my life goes on.
Srishant has been hitting the gym and has recently released a picture of his six-pack abs. Looks like he is focusing on making his debut in a Tollywood love story. Well, indeed, Srishant has many plans up his sleeve. Arabilachi Yograj for News 9.